simple question. So, what position are you in the College of Electrical and Computer Engineering?
They classify me as an electronics engineer.
And what do you do as an electronics engineer?
Well, in this place, we maintain 13 design labs. We also help out with grad and PhD research. So as far as the electrical portion of that, that's repairing and help design circuitry and stuff for both, like I said, mostly undergraduate, senior design. We have roughly 40 groups per each semester minus the summers. Now it's going to 2 semesters, so it'll be a little more. Then let's say if they blow up an oscilloscope or a cadet board breaks or stuff like that, we help them with that. Or if we help them structurally building stuff for like the power energy conversions or stuff like that. So basically it goes apart everything from fixing basically heaters up to, you know, designing, I'd say we try to stick to 2-layer, but occasionally 4-layer circuit boards. That's pretty much it.
And so, have you studied here at Georgia Tech?
Actually, I transferred in.
You transferred in?
Yeah, I did 2 years at Florida Community College in Jacksonville, Florida, and 1 year at Mercer and 2 years here. So I finished up my degree here as a bachelor. But my fields were in semiconductors with a minor in power. About the closest thing I get to semiconductors is surface mount components. We teach them how to put on beginning, advanced, and surface mount techniques and stuff like that. And we also, as far as power, be the energy power conversion or power systems when they use the solar jackets or stuff like that. Pretty much.
And so how does computer engineering apply all the semiconductors and all the various things that you worked with?
You mean has computer engineering helped me in those areas?
Like how can computer engineers today apply the semiconductors in their fields?
Well, I was a double E.
Oh.
So my friends were compies. There's only about 4 or 5 classes that separated us. Now they're breaking it differently. Well, if you're going to be computer engineering or compies, you have to have some type of hands-on, because most likely you're going to be programming some type of PIC, PLC, or interface device with some type of external digital analog hardware that goes to it. So a lot of the classes here prep you 4180 and 4175 embedded, and also PIC controllers are 2 different logics that you'll learn that will prep you for that. When we actually get into the main stuff, like the job that I do, we don't do as much as far as the PIC of PLC, because generally there's diagnostic protocols that run through the stuff, or the software has checks and stuff like that. As far as external hardware, we do a lot, because if it breaks or the unit breaks or an ADD goes out or some type of most likely circuitry or you know, MOSFET or JFET or something like that, we'll replace that, but that's all done by diagnostics. They teach you that, but as far as coding and stuff like that, really don't do too much unless we're helping out senior design and stuff. Most of that stuff's open source now, so they pretty much go through it and mod the code as they see fit. Hope that kind of answered it. I'm not quite sure what that question was.
Well, to some extent it did.
Okay.
Thank you. And let's see. What is expected of undergraduates when they complete a senior design project?
For your last semester here should be your most important. It's now going to 2 semesters. It used to be 1, so it's a little more condensed. But basically, at the end of this should be your best work, hopefully leaving Georgia Tech. It should be something that is both cutting edge, but yet fun for you to do at the same time. And not simplistic, not LEDs that flash up and down or something like that. It should be something that's taken a lot of the stuff you've learned, and even areas you haven't learned, and put them into a system. It's going to take you a long time to build it. We brought in the machines and stuff like that, so your end results are an actual working prototype that is both aesthetically pleasing and marketable. That's what they're going to teach you when you get out of here. You know, you hopefully will learn, you know, your basic circuit analysis stuff for what you need. Hopefully your thermostatics or whatever will help you structurally. If not, will help you. Hopefully your your computer classes will program whatever logic you're using to run it, whether it's a PLC, a microcontroller, PIC, something like that. But at the end, it should be something that interfaces current with current technology. That's our goal, is to get you to do that. And if you can do that, you've done very well. A lot of them enter it in the adventure studios and the stuff after that. So it goes on to further competitions. You can also be sponsored as well. Just to let you know.
Cool. And of course, I was walking through the halls around here, and I noticed a lot of those senior design projects.
Yeah. Some of them are a little older. We're trying to do that now. Right now, you're currently required to do a web page, So what we're going to get them to fully do, or at least the professors that are higher up, hopefully they'll get them to start doing posters. We want you to be proud of the project you've done. You should be proud of it. It should be something you want to show. Hopefully you're arguing over who's going to keep it at the end is the ultimate goal. So you got to put forth an effort, because this is something that current jobs and stuff like that, some people have a little bit of hands-on. If you didn't co-op or internship, this is the best thing you got, the hands-on experience. So what you need to do is it needs to be, like I said, current, cutting edge, and done tastefully, we'll say, and logically, so that you can show them, because that becomes your work. A lot of these companies now ask you, hey, great, you got a GPA, what have you done? So what we're going to try to do is promote you all in lower classes. That's why the labs here excuse me, are open 24 hours to all double E's. Bring your projects. Do your projects. You need help with it? We'll help you the best we can. If we can't, there's plenty of professors here that are probably knowledgeable in the area, and they'll probably help you out in it, okay? The goal is to do as many things as you can that you have something to show for it. I don't care if it starts off at lighting LEDs up and down. You should put it, snap pictures, write a little paper on what you did, and keep it. That's your portfolio when you get out of here. This is what they're going to want to see. This is what the school's training you to. The school trains you, it's kind of like a conundrum. They train you to think a specific way, but you need to know when to think outside. That's the goal of it.
Cool. And so name some of the interesting senior design projects that you've seen.
Oh, Lord. Well, we have we do some biomedicals. Most of the biomedicals is for medical beds, self-drivable, or one person can drive a medical bed, it'll lift up automatically. We all do a lot of fall detection. That's for elderly. In case they tend to roll off or get near to roll off, it sends off sensors and alerts both the staff and stores any data that's recorded on there, time, date, stuff like that. Most medical stuff is going to be like for medicines. You have to have 4 security systems. It'll be